consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am unbothered. I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, we've got one last present under the tree, our final Monday Nighter of the year, between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now this defense for the Bengals, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They run it again with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 42 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Allen's throw is complete, and they'll work this down inside the 30. But what a good contest here for our first Monday night game of 2023. Happy New Year, one and all, and thanks for pulling yourself away from all those college bowl games going on. For this, a great matchup between two of the real up-and-comers in the AFC. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Khalil Shakir
from 17 yards out.
And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Bengals at 14-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat. And they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
He's got room at the 30.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
Here we go. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen
finding Shakir across the formation.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here's Cook again.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on third. Shakir hauls it in. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Seven, our score after one. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Left side, Cook. Able to avoid him at the 40. And some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Burrow's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now a 2nd down and 6. From midfield now, Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, You have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Throwing again on second down. Allen eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. And this one's incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Touchdown! Hayden Hurst hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Again, it's Cook. They find some open field here. 130 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook, as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Here we go. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
11 empty.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some room to run now. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
On one, ready?
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. but what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. They're going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Allen now on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
To the air, Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. Room here to run. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Burrow. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. And he'll just get rid of it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll try the middle with Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Up the middle, it's Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Boy, 179 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Khalil Shakir,
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
and the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one and will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now Burrow on first down. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On 2.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
12.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. From the gun to give to Mixon.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
11 Thomas. Here we go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now Cook running right, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot, versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. In motion comes the tight end left. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Allen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Handoff comes to Cook, and this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir from 17 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out.
Here we go.
Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
12, 11.
On 2nd and a yard. Burrow. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
Gun. Stop.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll give it to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So now it's 4th and short.
So after the penalty, that means there's a decision to be made. Do you still line up in field goal formation? Or maybe you think about running your offense back out on the field.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. This to put an end to a wild Monday night. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is what